Supporters of Egypt's deposed President Mohamed Morsi have called for a million-person march against his ouster after authorities warned of decisive action if protesters are considered a threat. Organizers of protests against the military's overthrow of Morsi urged demonstrators to march on security buildings on Monday night and called a march for Tuesday. In a statement, the Anti-Coup Alliance of Islamist groups urged Egyptians to go out into the streets and squares, to regain their freedom and dignity, that are being usurped by the bloody coup, and for the rights of the martyrs assassinated by its bullets. The protest calls, which raises the possibility of fresh confrontations, comes after at least 72 people were killed at a sit-in in support of Morsi on Saturday morning. The country has been bitterly divided between camps supporting and opposing the July 3 toppling of Morsi, and hundreds of thousands have come out for rival mass rallies. Morsi's opponents had accused him of abusing his power and giving too much influence to his Muslim Brotherhood group. The Anti-Coup Alliance also called for protesters to march to security buildings in provinces across Egypt on Monday night to condemn the criminal acts and the firing of live ammunition by the Interior Ministry at peaceful demonstrators. Morsi supporters insist he will be reinstated, but the interim government has said it will move to disperse the protests and warned it would take decisive action if demonstrators overstep their bounds. EU mediation. With tensions rising, EU Foreign Policy Chief Catherine Ashton was due to hold discussions with a range of government and opposition figures. She was expected to meet Interim President Adli Mansour and Vice President for International Affairs Mohamed El-Baradei, as well as members of the Muslim Brotherhood and the Tamarut group that organized protests calling for his removal. In a statement, Ashton said she would be calling for a fully inclusive transition, including the Muslim Brotherhood. She added that this process must lead as fast as possible to a constitutional system and free and fair elections and a civilian government. I will also repeat my call to end all violence. I deeply deplore the loss of life, she said. The Brotherhood's political arm, the Freedom and Justice Party, confirmed it would meet with Ashton on Monday on the basis of constitutional legitimacy and in pursuit of an end to the military coup. The group has insisted that it will not accept any solution to the crisis that does not involve Morsi's return to office.